Don't be a party pooper and career no-nos.
On this episode of Simply Necessary Conversations.
So we're in the midst of the holiday season. Halloween has ended. Now we're on to the next few holidays. And the topic of conversation is always who you can bring and what can you say.
Yeah.
But you brought up a good point of something that I feel like happens in a lot of families, of exes that are still family friends but are no longer with, you know, whoever their partner was. Mm-hmm. And when is it appropriate to bring them or for them to come around, and when do they have to, you know, exit stage left?
Yeah. If the person that they were formerly with is okay with them, they had a, you know, mutual breakup, mutual separation, and the family was cool with the person, they became a family friend, they can still come around if that person that used to be their significant other is okay. But if the person that they were with is done with them, then the family needs to be done with them. Like, I feel like unity and loyalty count. So, like, if we had a bad breakup, if they did me wrong, they did me dirty, and you still deal with them, you dead to me.
And I think it depends on, is there kids involved?
Even if there's kids, especially if the person that they were with has moved on and has a new significant other, that's definitely like.
But some people like still co-parent and everyone's like one big happy family.
Yeah, and that's why I say as long as the person that was with them is cool with them, as long as them and the person, you know, a new person don't have beef with each other, then it's fine. Because we have, you know, in our family, we have a lot of situations like that where, you know, they might sit next to each other at the table, be fine, whatever. But then we also have some situations where, no, he dead to me and he needs to be dead to you too. Like, I
wonder who you're talking about.
Well, Jesus be offense. Jesus be offense. Anyway, yeah. So that's my opinion. Is it depends how the relationship ended. Because if somebody did a family member dirty, then
and
they should not be welcome.
That person has been a part of the fold, because it'll take some getting used to for them not to be around if it's someone that's been there for decades versus someone that, you know, dated for 2 years.
I want to hear what you, because I think she has. What do you think?
Because you could, you know,
I get it, but I feel like if it's someone new in the picture, it's time. Chapter to close. Yeah. Let the new person, you know, get to know the family.
Because I feel like that would be awkward for the new person. They walk in and then there's your ex right there.
And especially because the ex is going to be familiar to everybody and kind of feel like family to everybody. So if there's a new person, then the new person is going to really feel intimidated and crazy being there. So, yeah.
Because I feel like as a family, it's important for you to treat whoever your loved one is dating or in a relationship with respect and, like, welcoming arms. Because you don't want them, like, eventually they can have your nieces, nephews, grandbabies, or whatever. So you don't want them feeling unwelcome or like they don't belong there because you still want to deal with old news.
Well, that brings up another subject, like still in the ballpark. But what if, like, how does the family act towards the person that they know is mistreating the family member and the family member is in denial, but we as a family know that...
Oh, I'm going to be shady.
Like, 100%. Yeah, like, so we not... You know, we did that one time. Like, we've done that, like, before I'll tell you later. But, like, yeah, like, okay, they came in and we were all, like, sitting around chit-chatting and stuff. Y'all might remember. Maybe y'all won't. Y'all were kind of young. Y'all might have been young. But they came in and everybody's sitting and chit-chatting or whatever. And when they came in the door... Everybody kind of got quiet, and then one at a time, we just, like, exited the room.
Wait, I think I know who you're talking about.
We just exited the room.
You should know who she's talking about.
No, I don't.
Don't say it on air.
I'm not going to say it.
Like, everybody
but I know what she's referencing.
We just,
I distinctly remember that.
We just stopped talking.
They got a nickname?
We can't.
Wait, they do have a nickname now.
No, she's not going to say it, but yeah.
It's a nickname that you
I made.
But we just everybody just one person at a time just left the room. In another room
where they couldn't go.
Literally in another room where they could hear and see us, but they knew by us as exiting that they did not need to follow.
It was like the purge.
It was, and you know it had to be. You know it had to be bad because your grandma participated in that one. I think she was the line leader.
No, she did. She was the first one.
I think she was the first one, and that is kind of why I did not care for that person. Because as they say, if my mama don't like you, I don't like Justin Bieber said, my mama don't like you, and she like everyone. Like, once my mama was rude and left.
Like, she likes everybody.
Like, I was like, oh, this what we doing? I'm coming. And I left too. Yeah. So, yeah. if the person is not the best person for the family member, how would you treat them?
I mean, I'm gonna keep I might treat you with respect, but I'm gonna say what I have to say too at the same time. Like why you treating them bad? Like, that's just the type of person. I do that with friends too. Like, if you're treating my friend bad, then you're gonna know I don't like you.
I'm more inclined to say.
Gonna let you know.
I'm gonna just say crazy stuff. Like, I'm gonna say crazy stuff to them and just like seriously joke and say what I gotta say.
Look.
But once a person reaches a certain level of delulu, you handle that.
Yeah.
Now I'm out of it.
If it's a situation where somebody putting their hands on somebody in the family, like, we're not even playing. Yeah. We're not even trying to act like we like you. Like, what we doing is letting you know who's gonna be coming looking for you later. Like, we're not gonna make them feel welcome or whatever. But it's holidays are coming and there's gonna be some situations.
And sometimes exes might just pop by unannounced.
Don't do that.
Unannounced.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't just roll up.
I've seen that happen to people. Like, I've heard of that happening to people before.
Yeah. My daddy used to always have this running joke. Like, he used to tell us a holiday or a big day is coming. Like, they're like, if you cheating, holiday, they gonna show up. Like, they're gonna try to crash your life in some way. So he used to joke about that. He's like, on some holiday, it's gonna be Christmas, Thanksgiving, somebody's birthday, they gonna roll up. So, like, don't be doing stuff because they are coming.
Hopefully that don't happen.
So anyway.
I don't know. But speaking of disruptions on the holidays, what can you not talk about during the holiday season? Because I feel like every family has different rules. People have different buttons that if you push it, then it's going to set off the bomb. So, like, what can you not talk about?
There's a thing that they say, don't be a drip. You cannot talk about death, religion, illness, or politics. Yeah. So I've heard don't be a drip. But in our family,
I'm talking about all of that.
I was going to say, we're probably going to talk about all of that. If any of it is relevant at the time, we're going to talk about all of that. Because, we're together. Like, that's what we're going to do. So,
but, there's no political divides
like, we're all
families.
Pretty much politically on the same page. So, that's not a big deal. What we're going to do, in terms of politics, we're just going to sit there and talk trash about the side that we're against.
Yeah.
And as a community, bash them. But we're not gonna
go on like the whole you can't say this.
Because
every holiday somebody gonna be like, I remember when so and so was here, but now they dead now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Religion, I feel like, isn't that much. Well, no, religion kind of will be a topic because grandma gonna say something about praying for somebody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But even in terms of religion, we're all pretty much on the same page. And illness we don't, thank God, we don't have any illness that right now is affecting somebody to the point that and if somebody was ill, we would talk about them, not negatively, but like we would talk about
hope they get
better, whatever and stuff. So that whole drip thing, when I first heard that, I'm like,
I feel like that applies to other people, not us. Yeah, because it's just like we all generally think the same, and even if we don't think the same, we can have a huge argument and
we're gonna still eat and take plates home. Like
the number of arguments that have happened. You're still packing your food and you're still going to
There have been many an argument on a holiday, but we still going to get our plate. Or we're going to circle back tomorrow. I'm going to call back and say, hey, I had to leave to keep from swinging on them, but keep my plate. Put my leftovers in the refrigerator. It is what it is, yeah.
You know those memes? Like, they show them every year. Like somebody, auntie saying something.
Oh, and then they clap back, and they be like, "That's why your baby dead."
I don't think you shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, we joking, but like you shouldn't just be rude for no reason. Like you shouldn't just say crazy stuff to people for no reason. I think most of our arguments, most of them are comical.
I think most of them are just irrelevant most of the time. Like it's just stuff that like is never gonna change. Yeah, it just is what it is. But we are all hotheads and all have opinions.
Yeah, so. What comes up is gonna come out. Like whatever comes.
And that's the other thing about our family is nobody has a filter.
No,
not a single person has a filter.
I feel like I do.
I think actually, I was gonna say she says the least about everything. Like it's
like
more
you have
inclined,
opinions silently.
Yeah, she's more inclined to like just sit over there and watch the thing.
Me on the other hand,
train wreck.
Now, see what I like about my niece is she is gonna not say anything, not be a part of it unless she sees somebody doing something that's absolutely wrong, and that's when she's either gonna do one of two things. She gonna say something to him, or she gonna get her stuff and just leave. You can't just leave. She is just gonna pack up.
Oh, yeah,
and when you get there, be like, "Where's Sabre?" Oh, she left. She will bail before she gets into a confrontation. On the, I'm the exact opposite.
I'm gonna go there.
I'm gonna be the one that they be like, "Will you please leave?" Like, "Will you please leave?" And I'm gonna still be saying what I gotta say. But this is right here. You come and she left.
Yeah, you really do just leave.
She will ghost everybody.
No, at the smallest inconvenience, you're going home.
Too much noise, I'm gone.
Like she's going to. She'll speak up and be like, "You shouldn't be doing that." And that's about it. And then next thing you know, she has got her keys. So yeah. Anyway, she is probably the least problematic in terms of like getting into arguments with people.
Like I'm not problematic.
It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. 9 chances out of 10, you are gonna be in the background co-signing something crazy.
I just co-sign.
I say you're mouthy.
She is a peanut, but yeah, most of the time they're not talking about stuff she cares about.
Yeah, like it's irrelevant.
Like it's irrelevant. The only time she gonna pop off is somebody come at me wrong.
Yeah, if somebody comes at you wrong, then
she gonna be like, no, that's not how it is. Yeah. I mean, our holidays are interesting.
Very interesting.
Food is always good though.
Yeah.
Like we never have a bad food holiday.
Thank God, because it's sad because I have other family and I literally make sure I eat at grandma's house before I go to their house. And when I get there, they're like, "You don't want to play?" And I'll be like, they cannot cook.
They can see this. They might see this.
Y'all can't cook. I'm sorry. Y'all can't cook.
Yeah.
No, I prefer to eat at home before I go.
I am a food snob because I grew up with a family that everybody could cook. Like most of my aunts, like I'm a food snob, and nothing makes me madder than somebody bragging on, "Oh, Miss So and So can cook." So you know somebody used to do that all the time. Oh, they can cook, and I taste the food, and it's like, what in the what is this? So yeah, I'm very much a food snob. Don't tell me somebody can cook and they can't cook.
Or do not post your plates on social media. Everything looks dry. Everything looks nasty.
Yeah,
like it's ill proportioned. Like no, make the plate look pretty if you're gonna post it and be like, "Grandma threw down in the kitchen." No,
but even what's worse than that is when the food looks good, but it doesn't taste good,
or when the food is amazing and it don't look good, and then you can't even brag because it's like it don't look like pretty.
Because there have been times when the food didn't come out pretty, like something went wrong. It didn't come
just
but it always tastes good.
Not a filter on the food. A filter for food.
Just put a little filter.
I'm not a food poster anyway, unless I cook something. Like I'm not posting.
It's
food,
just like I feel like on Thanksgiving, our generation, you gotta like post a plate to be like you celebrate it.
Yeah.
I show you eating
to pay homage to your grandma's cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like the battle of the plates. Like who plate
question?
What you want?
What is a good time for the food to be ready? Because some people. I be posting.
We don't have Thanksgiving dinner. We have Thanksgiving but
some people have like breakfast almost, or like morning. Like
but grandma cooks early.
Like she cooks early. We always eat early. Because I can remember I was talking to somebody and I was like, I'm going to my mom's house. And she's like, well, it's going to be a while before you. I'm like, no, we eat now.
People don't eat till like 6, 7 o'clock.
We eat all day on the holiday. Like we start early and like we just eat all day.
3 plates.
Like, because then people that like, have significant others or that have friends or whatever, my plan is I'm going to eat at home in the morning. Now I'm going to go to my boyfriend's house. I'm going to get another one. And then I've had 2 meals.
Make your rounds.
Yeah.
And then don't let me mess around and have a friend that decide they want to cook. Then I get another
That's another topic. People that want to start making their to-go plates before everybody else had their first plate.
My dad.
Oh,
that's a problem. That's a problem. Or making plates for other people that are not there.
My dad.
Like what you do. What you doing? Like, you trying to get into a brawl?
No,
Like, what you doing?
What I like to do is, if I'm going to invite somebody over that is not part of the family, I'm going to call ahead
in advance,
and I'm going to say, "Is there enough food?"
Then,
and then I will invite them once I've been given the go ahead.
See, she was raised right,
but I'm not going to bring them and we scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's like,
I can remember one year that happened. Some people invited themselves, and Aunt Lena, God bless her dead, she was still alive, and Mom was like, all the food is going in there, coming, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And Aunt Lena said, I guess you're gonna have to order Chinese.
What?
I was gonna die. Because they invited themselves, and she like we not gonna not eat because they come, like, yo. So don't be bringing extra people. Don't ever bring somebody without finding out if there's enough.
Exactly.
And is it cool to bring, like, don't
have
do
some
that.
couth, have some decorum.
It's a
about
problem if I'm staying at the cooker's house and I wake up and the food already gone. Like, I didn't even get a plate. I didn't get a lick.
That's because you go in the room and lock up and come out.
You don't wake up until 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. The holidays with us are fun, y'all.
Very
it's like
fun.
it's may the odds be ever
And
your
I think
favor,
it's more fun now that we have kids again in the family, because it was getting a little like, especially Christmas time. But now we got kids again. We can get the cute gifts.
Yeah, it's you will not be bored.
Wait, let me clarify. We don't have kids.
No. Yeah, there are children.
There are children.
None of the people at this table
I don't have
the
kids.
children.
Like, well, you do have.
I have a child, but she's not
I'm
a
an
child.
adult. Yeah,
but yeah, it's the Hunger Games, but
because I'd be having to make sure, like, is there food?
Yeah, it's fun though.
But anyways, moving on from Thanksgiving and Christmas and Happy New Year and all of that.
Yeah.
Let me put y'all on. Do you listen to Tyler?
I do not.
Okay, y'all decide.
No, I listen to. I know that you play him sometimes, and what
name
you play. I can't name a song, but I know the name. I know Tyler, the Creator.
With NBA.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
But I know of him. Like, I know he's in I started hearing you play him when I got introduced to Frank Ocean.
They are like they're friends.
I know. I don't know the names of the songs, but I know
Frank
I
Ocean
like
was
him.
not on the album that I'm about to speak of.
There's Frank Ocean, Tyler, the Creator, and what's the other one? There's another guy.
Are you talking about the bisexual men of music?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that, but like the genre and the vibe is the same. Him, yes, like that group. Yeah. Like I found out about them from you, and I like all of their music. Like I like.
But as the lady on TikTok said, and I say this with love, I'm not homophobic at all. Make the bisexual men get to work on this music because they make incredible music. So
they do. They kill it.
Tyler, the Creator, obviously released Chromacopia. And it's his latest album. I think it's going to get Album of the Year. It was amazing. It was a very cinematic experience. But being that y'all are not listeners, I wanted to talk about...
You said cinematic. You saw videos?
No, I mean, like, the music was cinematic. It told a story.
Oh, okay. Because
I was using it as a literary device.
Precision of language. I was just checking.
Where he had, like, Glorilla, Sexy, Lil Wayne.
Okay, let me explain to you why I feel like this album is amazing. Past the music and him, like, being a great producer and songwriter. It dropped on a Monday at 6 a.m. And for anybody that knows music always drops on Friday at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
But he intentionally dropped it on a Monday because he was like, everyone drops music on a Friday. Most people are out. Most of the time they go hear the music in a club, at a bar. Like, they're not going to sit and actually listen to it over the weekend.
Yeah.
But on a Monday at 6 a.m., where are you going? To work. Yeah. What are you doing?
In the
listening
car.
To music.
Yeah.
So he was dropping it on a Monday at 6, so everyone would have a chance to listen to it, like, all the way through, no distractions, just focus on the music, which I thought was genius.
That's smart.
As an avid music listener and lover of, like, the new releases. Another thing that he did was he hid the features on the album. So when I first listened to it on Monday morning, it only said his name on it, and as you were listening to the voices and trying to figure out who is on it. Oh. Which, I love a good mystery and deciphering things.
That was really smart.
So at one point, Tyler, the Creator, has a specific sound that you wouldn't necessarily expect him to collab with certain artists. So one of my favorite songs, Sticky, which is what you just mentioned, I'm listening to it, I'm hearing Tyler, then all of a sudden, beat drops, Glorilla. What?
And see, I don't even know him like that, but I know the music that I've listened to in the past, I would not have expected that.
Glorilla verse ends. Then I think the next verse is Schoolboy Q.
Are you ruining this for people?
No, it's been out. Y'all should
Okay,
listen
all
to
right.
it.
I'm just checking.
Then you hear Sexy Red. What? Then after you hear Sexy Red, you hear Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne wasn't he last?
That does sound
Like
quite
Lil Wayne
interesting.
on it. Like what? It's. I'll play it for you. But there's also Doechii, Tampa native. Y'all already know. I talked about Doechii before. Daniel Caesar did some vocals.
He's in that group.
Yeah.
Like he's in that group.
Lola Young, who is very not unknown, but she's not a superstar celebrity. But I discovered her on TikTok years ago. She did vocals for Like Him, which is a really good song about like him figuring out him trying to navigate having an absent father and what that meant, and like, does he look like him? He doesn't even know him. Like, why does he look like a stranger? It's a great album. Yeah. But I just thought the way that he released the music was very smart, and I feel like other artists should take notes. Because not seeing the features ahead of time really makes you listen.
Yeah,
to like
that's almost like
Donald
a
Glover
present.
was on
like
it.
you're getting to open it one song at a time.
And then everyone had that shared experience. Like I listened to it, and then my boyfriend texted me like, "Did you listen to Sticky?" Like all of a sudden, Glow comes out. I'm like, "This is what music is."
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was
y'all
smart.
can see I'm a nerd.
I like that. And as much as I don't like some of her lyrics, I really feel Glorilla. I really do, because she is herself all the time. I hate to say it. It's an innocent ratchetness, if that makes sense.
Innocent
Like
ratchetness.
like that. I know it's very oxymoronic, but she is very ratchet and innocent at the same time. Like she seems like the type of girl where if you are her friend, you are her friend.
That's the vibe
and she is gonna ride with you. Yeah. And then whatever she has to say, she's not gonna beat around the bush. She's just gonna say it. Like, so even though some of her lyrics are not child friendly, and it is not exactly the type of language that I like to have people hear out in public in a certain kind of way, I feel her. Like I feel her.
7 p.m. Friday.
Now y'all do know, y'all
version.
have seen that song is not original. That Aretha Franklin sang that song first.
What
song?
I know you not. I know
7
you did
p.m.
not.
Friday, 95 degrees.
Google it.
No,
That's
Aretha Franklin did not sing
Google
that.
it. That's an Aretha Franklin song.
Mom,
No, that's
Aretha
not.
Franklin would never have said 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees. I ain't got no bleep, and no bleep ain't got me.
Google
That is not her.
it. I thought the same thing, and the lady played it, and I was like, "Oh my word!"
Like word
yes,
for
ma'am. Word for word. And
Mom, I think you were listening to AI.
Listen to me.
Not AI.
Listen to me, children. I have told y'all everything old is new again. Nothing y'all
I'm not
have is
gonna lie.
original. That was Aretha Franklin,
You know how
and
they
it
talk
shocked
about
me.
Sexy
It
Red?
shocked me. She said word for word. That is Aretha Franklin.
That reminds me of Sexy Red, how they say
Did
her
I just
lyrics
break
are
news?
vulgar.
I just knew you had
Mom,
seen that.
I'm
That's why.
pretty sure you were listening.
Google it. Google it. Aretha
I
Franklin
kind of
sang it
believe it
first.
because Sexy Red is like
This
her
is
lyrics are
AI.
vulgar, and then they bring out old people from like back in the day.
It
Their
was
music
Aretha
is-
Franklin song. Because
no.
I promise you,
Mom, I promise you it's AI.
we will update y'all later.
No, we will not, because it's AI.
I know
Mom,
what Aretha
I'm
sounds
telling
like.
you heard AI. Oh, she falling victim to the TikTok.
What did it sound like?
It sounds like Aretha.
and she was
It's the
singing.
exact same lyrics.
Yes.
That's AI.
She was saying,
We will check and
Mom,
we will
no.
report back.
I need you to understand that's AI. There's
"I
no
want to
way.
hear it. Just look it up. I want to hear
I
it."
thought she had already looked it up, and that's why she's disagreeing with me. How you gonna disagree
I
with me
looked it
without
up.
checking
Oh,
first?
somebody. That one.
That's AI. That's AI. Oh my God.
And did you play that? Because you can't play that word on here.
Mom, it's AI.
Are you sure?
You can play whatever you want.
Are you sure?
Mom, yeah. Stay around, please.
Show her the video.
It's
me see.
AI. Mom, okay, wait. Let me. There's a trend.
Why would somebody do that?
Wait, she really looked.
I really did believe it. I am truly a victim.
really looked confused. Like,
Don't laugh at me. Why would
There's a
somebody do
trend
that?
on TikTok to take ratchet rap songs
And make
and
somebody
make them
sing?
70s funk songs
Auntie-
by different
Are y'all-
artists.
Auntie, they have SpongeBob singing.
They got Patrick
Keisha
Star
Cole.
singing.
I don't do that. I don't do like the social media that y'all do. I don't do that. Okay, I want to see. Not
It's
now.
as
No,
if you don't
literally.
believe me.
No, it's not that I don't
They-
believe you, but I want to see.
They've had SpongeBob singing
And
Marvin Gaye.
they can make any artist
Yes.
sing any song with AI.
They can take our voice and have us sing.
Yes. So you did not hear Aretha Franklin singing 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees.
So we are
You heard
in
AI.
trouble politically, y'all, because
Mom, I I've told you this. There's deep fakes. The foreign adversaries are literally trying to control our election with deep fakes. Yes, AI is a
We're
serious
in trouble,
threat.
y'all.
Yeah, big trouble.
You didn't know that?
Now I'm thoroughly upset. Don't laugh, because I'm scared now. I'm scared now.
You gotta play it for her in the car.
Yeah, because I want to see
Angela
it.
Walker Craft was
Don't
today
say
years
my whole
old.
government
Everyone
name.
knows your full government
Don't
name.
say
It's
my
the
whole
same.
government
It's the
name.
same as mine.
My goodness.
She was today years old when she found out AI was a thing.
No, I know AI
I even
is
got
a
AI
thing.
pictures. Like it made me have like 3 kids, and like yeah.
We're in trouble.
There's
y'all.
literally AI videos used as an example of why they're dangerous of every political figure robbing stores. Like that's how good AI is.
There's AI of like
yeah.
the hurricane.
Yes.
There's AI of what else?
She really thought Aretha Franklin.
I really didn't think it was a throwback song that
the
she had
song named
recycled.
TGIF.
I thought it was a throwback. Now, don't act like there's not old music where they were ratchet, because we
Yeah,
got
but,
like ratchet is not new.
Why would she be
Singing
singing?
7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees.
Y'all have never heard of Millie Jackson. If you knew Millie Jackson, you would know why I would believe that. If
I almost believed it because, like I said, Sexy Red, vulgar lyrics.
Yes,
there's an old song where they were
Yes,
speaking.
there are songs where
Yeah,
they
but-
sample.
so that's why I believed it, because Google Millie Jackson. I know that's real. The ratchetness is not new. Like it's always existed. So I felt like Aretha might have had a little ratchet period of music making, because it's possible.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I just
She alive?
Aretha Franklin, no.
Aretha Franklin been dead.
Yeah, she had
She
a big,
died years ago.
They had a 5-day funeral for
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
Ariana Grande's song, Jennifer Hudson's song at the funeral.
Yeah, like it was a whole big deal. It's been a minute.
Y'all just don't know nothing, do you?
We don't.
Anyway.
We don't. But no, like y'all don't know how upset I am, because now I'm not gonna believe anything.
You can't.
Well, that's true.
I really feel like breaking the fourth wall. Where's my camera? Where's my camera?
Anyway, now I feel duped, but
My
it's
mama's
not
getting
though.
old.
But it's not though. I've been old. That's not new.
Oh.
Like old ain't got nothing to do with it.
You have to get your faculties together. I haven't had kids yet. Who gonna watch my kids?
Maybe
You gonna be telling the babies that Aretha Franklin?
I was gonna say maybe we could get an AI Aretha Franklin to watch them. I don't know.
That's not how AI.
know,
That
that
would
would
be
be
more
funny.
so a Tesla robot than AI.
Same thing. A Tesla robot that sounds like Aretha Franklin.
Why does it need to sound like Aretha Franklin?
I don't know. I'm just putting all the things that we talked about together.
Moving on.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
But this, sadly, y'all, is the type of conversation that happens.
This is what Thanksgiving conversations are. This is
Aretha
like that one
Franklin
time.
singing
Not
TGIF.
not to expose you, but this is hilarious.
Uh-oh.
When you thought that vibration.
I'm about to leave. This is one of them times where I walk out and leave. No, you did not. That's believable.
But I will say that later
That is
on, way after
believable.
that conversation, they did
They
find an
did
element
basically
that's similar
say-
to vibranium.
Exactly.
See?
So it's not crazy that you thought that, but it was hilarious.
Look, side eye. 'Cause
Oh my goodness.
that looked like it sounds real.
It did. It did. But yeah, that was funny. So it happens to us all.
It didn't happen to me.
We got to get her, because she got both of us. We got to get
Did
her.
you believe in Santa Claus?
No,
She
I
never believed in
Tooth
Santa
Fairy?
Claus.
No,
She never believed in any of the fictional people.
No, she didn't
Easter
like.
Bunny?
No, I never believed in any of that.
Yeah.
Monsters?
No, I
No,
never.
not really.
I'm not a kid.
I get that a
Revenge
lot.
is coming. Because you laughed at her, you laughed at me. Revenge is coming.
Anywho's. So, speaking of people wanting to get revenge, I know Scott Jackson wants to get revenge on the paparazzi because she's very preggers. As we knew months ago because of her little incident with her boyfriend at Universal Hollywood. But my question is, she was spotted obviously having an argument with him, obviously super pregnant. And at what point does the paparazzi need to take a step back? Like, does she deserve to be watched at every moment during her pregnancy that she obviously wants to keep private? Or, is it just kind of...
As a public figure, as a celebrity, you should expect that people are going to want to like get your autograph, talk to you, take pictures of you or whatever. But then I think, especially when somebody's pregnant, because your emotions and stuff can affect your baby, I think people need to step back, like, and give her some space, at least until after she has the baby, because that's an emotional time. You're going to be hormonal, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be a lot of stuff. And then too, sometimes, depending on the situation, crowding her, whatever. So you could cause her to try to flee and fall, hurt herself, whatever. Yeah. So if you're a public figure, you are a public figure. So the public is going to be after you. But at the same time, I think she should be given some space.
I honestly don't. In this situation, I don't think she wants privacy because she didn't have to.
And then that's the other thing. Are you putting yourself in positions where people can stalk you and follow you and
or maybe
like
she just
whatever?
wasn't thinking like.
I feel like as a celebrity, like, cameras are always going to be on you. And she knows, like, people have been, kind of harassing her online about, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? So to walk down a public street.
Well, maybe that was her way of saying, stop asking, here you go. Like, maybe that was her
I don't think she wanted nobody to know, but everybody's so nosy.
Yeah. It's
and
just
exposed
like the same thing with Hallie.
Yeah,
where she wanted to keep her situation private and everyone was hounding her.
Well, pregnancy is not something that you can hide for very long. Like, eventually.
I feel like I can hide it.
You can hide it.
I
mean, you got about 5-6 months max, I think. Maybe 7, depending on the person. But at a point.
Regular people that have to clock in and clock out, like, obviously, I wouldn't be able to hide it if I got to go to work, because at a certain point,
you can hide it for 5 to 6 months. You can hide it for 5, because people did not know I was pregnant. I was at least 5 going into 6 months before people knew for sure. Like, people started to suspect, but they couldn't tell. I just started wearing loose clothes.
It would be harder for me just because I'm small. So but
I was too. I didn't pop until about 7 months. I'm small
and I love a good crop top. I love a good.
They will be able to tell about you
because I'm gonna start wearing muumuus and they're gonna be like.
Yeah. Well, I was teaching when I was pregnant, and I already dressed fairly conservatively when I was teaching. So like I just slowly just started wearing looser stuff, and they didn't know. Like, I conceived in August, I believe, is when it would have had to be. So I conceived. So I was able to hide it up through Christmas break. When I came back,
I didn't want to know that.
I didn't give details.
But just saying. Conceived was such a
anyway, I was able to hide it up through Christmas break. When I left for Christmas break and came back, everybody's like. Like, there were some people who were mind blown because like they literally didn't know. And when I came back, I was like 6.
See, that's how I want to do it because I don't want to answer no questions.
I'm gonna pop up, baby.
And that was my thing. I wasn't a celebrity, but I didn't want people asking me a whole bunch of questions. Like, I didn't want to answer. I worked with people that were gonna be all up in it. So like,
that's the thing about like your private life at work is that people don't know boundaries.
And then some of it too, people are just concerned.
I feel like, was it embarrassed? Were you embarrassed?
Was I embarrassed? I didn't have any reason to be embarrassed.
It's like,
why would you be embarrassed?
Yeah, like I had been married for 10 years. Like,
but still, I feel like when you're pregnant, it's like people know.
No,
well, I don't want people to know.
There's that whole
like you can't hide it.
She's like psychologically, people know that you've been active because you're pregnant. But if you're a grown, I was good and grown. I had been married for 10 years. I was very proud of my pregnancy, which is why I think I had such a positive experience. I was very proud of my pregnancy. I was happy. I was healthy. That's like, good. And everybody was like happy for me because they knew I had waited so long to have a baby.
I think only like teen moms I feel would feel embarrassed. Like,
but like if you're good and grown and at any age, it ain't anybody's business.
If you're good and grown and you can pay your own bills, why are you embarrassed? Like it is what it is.
I'm just awkward like that.
Let me tell you that people are decent people anyway. That you're gonna be treated nicer than you've ever been treated when you're pregnant. Your wedding day, your baby shower, like those days, people treated me like I was made out of glass, and I loved it. And I was very like. And people surprise you see people that normally are not emotional or friendly in a certain kind of way different when you're pregnant. Because I can remember I was teaching and we had a principal of the school who I was not very close. Like, we weren't enemies or anything, but like we weren't close at all. And I can remember he asked me if he could touch my stomach, and it kind of shocked me. Now, he would have been Me Too'd at a different time.
No.
But he did, because there were people that would want to walk up and touch my stomach. Now I became a
I don't
ninja.
feel like you should ask
Like
that.
when I was
No, I
pregnant,
feel
it was I
don't
became a
think you
ninja.
should
Like,
do
don't
that.
just put
Don't
your
ask.
hands on my stomach.
Unless you're family or a friend.
But
Right.
he was like that. I think it's so amazing and so fast. It's like he's like, can I? He's like, I don't want to or whatever. And he just
I feel like that was a fetish. I
it,
don't know.
it might have been.
I feel
I
like
just want to touch a random.
yeah. Why would you want to just touch a
People
random
do
belly?
though. I mean, I wouldn't just people because they're fascinated by it. I can remember one of my coworkers. One of my coworkers, she was like, "Can you feel the baby move?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like when? I was like, "Usually after I eat." At the time, I was keeping the gender of the baby a secret. So I was like, usually after I eat, the baby starts moving, whatever and stuff. And she went to touch my stomach, and I like. So I told her, I was like, cause we cool. I'm gonna let you touch my stomach, but don't just do that randomly. And so like when you started moving, we were sitting next to each other in the meeting. When you started moving, I took her hand, and she was just like so amazed. Like
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Oh my God.
See, this right here.
I don't generally care when other people are pregnant. Now, when I get pregnant, then it's an event.
You know
then,
what she is?
What? What am I?
There's a word for you.
What? What's the word?
Conceited.
Or
Why did you whisper it? That made it worse.
or as your grandma and granddaddy like to say, she acts like she thinks she the capital.
No, I just don't care when other people are pregnant.
Miss
Like,
Sharpay.
Yeah.
I like Sharpay. Sharpay was my
Yeah.
favorite character. That doesn't say anything about the But I just feel like when other people are pregnant, like it's like when other people get married, like yay. I don't care.
Oh
Like it's not in a like I hate other people type of way. Just in a like I'm not like fawning over them like oh my God. Like it's just like okay,
Who
that's
raised
cute.
her?
No, it's just like okay, that's cute for you.
Who raised her?
Y'all don't. Y'all don't see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get overly excited about someone else's pregnant belly.
It depends on who it is. I mean,
Like
random
like
people.
when you have a kid,
I was gonna say.
then I'll be excited
Yeah.
because it's like
We'll
you're
all
having
be
a kid.
shocked.
I hope everybody has a happy, healthy pregnancy, but like I'm not fawning over
Yeah, like
random people.
family members, like that's exciting to me.
Okay.
Well, only because,
But not like random people at work.
only
Like, I don't
because
care.
it will be my baby having a baby.
I feel like you low key for the longest. I low key thought you did not want me to have kids.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be.
think none of them want to.
Well,
I don't think
I'm not
Mama
gonna.
wants us
I'm
to
not
have
gonna
kids.
say for the record. I'm not gonna say I want you to have kids. I don't want you to have kids. I don't want you to not have kids. I want you to do whatever's gonna make you happy. I just want you to know that it is a life sentence.
But I feel
it is
like,
not something that you can.
I feel like
decide
it'll
you're not gonna
soften
do.
her so much.
Oh, now,
But she's-
like I said, I'm not for it. I'm not against it. But
softened
and
what?
if she does
Yeah,
have a
but
child,
it'll be more.
But like get ready.
And I feel like
Get ready.
I feel like she gonna take issue with the other.
We already done said that.
Not issue like you're gonna have issues with her. Just issues like
Gotta share.
you're gonna not want to share.
Harper, who
Sharing
this
is
woman?
caring.
Harper, who this woman? That's what it's going.
Sharing is caring.
What? What?
Because I remember before I even had a boyfriend, before I even was old enough to even think about kids, you saying something about, oh, I'm not obligated to watch your kids, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just take it to the other grandparents.
And I almost passed out.
And-
I'm like, what?
And then you went home and told my current then father.
Well, he's still your like. Yeah.
Whatever.
But anyway,
You went home and told him and was like, did you ever think about
I'm like, I honestly, until she made that statement, had never thought about my grandchildren having other grandparents.
That's a
Like
shame.
that blew my mind. Like I had to go sit with that for a minute. I literally had to go sit down and process. Some other woman is gonna have
Yeah.
equal grandmaship with me. What is that about?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I do
Gotta share
not
the
like
cookie.
it. I think I want to speak to the manager. Like what?
Who's the manager is me.
I need to speak to the manager. Like what are
I
you
can already
talking
see how
about?
this gonna go.
Yeah, you yes.
And
yes.
my mom too.
Yeah, I had to sit with that for a minute and realize there will be another side of the family. Like what?
But y'all will get along.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
I think y'all will get along.
Well,
And the good thing is y'all both equally want to live your own life and not watch grandkids. I feel so. I feel like it's not going to be like a competition. It's
like
just
not
gonna
a
be
clash.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll be more wanting to like have them spend the night and like come over and stuff, and you'll have more time for it. So
Yeah. Well,
it's
yeah.
not going to be a clash.
Yeah,
Not
but
gonna
yeah,
go
y'all,
head-to-head.
they get ready. Get ready.
Who get
People
ready?
already thought I was crazy when I had you. Like everybody thought I did the most when I had you. Oh, honey.
Not, but look,
Aw.
look.
Oh, honey.
I'm the
I better
mama.
get the same
I will be the
treatment.
mama. What?
Yeah, because guess what? You only got one niece. Well, you got more, but I'm
Yeah, the one at like not great niece.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
She gonna have plenty of time to watch our kids.
Huh?
You're not gonna watch our kids, no?
watch them go home with y'all. What are you
Oh,
talking
that'd be so
about?
cute. They could grow up close like us.
Aww.
That'd be so cute.
Wait, that means we'll have to have them close to
And,
each
yeah.
other.
And they coordinating that is weird. Never mind.
Well, let's not rush that project.
But no, I just think it's weird when people are like, "Oh, we want to have kids at the same time."
Some people actually try,
they
like
do.
consciously try.
I know, but that's weird. We would have
Not
to
really,
coordinate
not
when
really.
we
If you want them to
doing
grow
certain
up together and
activities,
you
like,
want them to
that's
be
weird.
close, I mean, y'all just happen to be, close in age. But
Nobody finds that weird.
no, I mean, if you know that you want, especially
No, I'm not
if you're
saying
not
the
gonna-
idea that they're close in age. I'm saying the planning
Yeah,
of making
like
sure
just
they're
like
close in
text
age.
each other like
Yeah, like
tonight's
did
night.
you try?
Well, no, now we're not going to discuss the process. Like that would be weird.
No, but you
just
have
saying,
to.
let's both. No, all you got to do is say, okay, let's both start trying, and then that's the end of the
Oh, like
conversation
this month.
until
Oh.
somebody comes with a positive test. Like we're not talking about it like that.
Yeah.
Like
I
that would
guess.
be weird.
Like
Yeah,
this
like if you
month.
got a best friend or you got a close
guess.
cousin or even a sibling, and you say, okay, let's both try to get pregnant at the same time so our kids will be close. Yeah, like that's not weird.
Like
Oh, you
they'll
haven't
be
heard
on
of that?
vacation. They'll be on vacation and they'll all take a test.
Yeah.
But they don't know whose it is.
Whose it is.
And they'll show up like
But
positive.
see, that would give me anxiety. I don't
Wait
wanna
a
do
minute,
that.
how do they not know whose it is? What
Because
don't
they
know.
like take the test and then they like mix up the like this.
They
the
don't know
same
they're
color
pregnant.
Test.
Yeah.
They mix it up and then like they check it and it's like, ooh,
Somebody's
is
pregnant and they don't
know who.
And so do they then do a second test?
Well,
I hope
obviously,
so.
obviously
Well, first
they
of
do a
all,
second
I'm
test.
not doing that because that would require me handling somebody
Oh
else's
my
pregnancy test.
God.
That's nasty.
I'm
Well,
pretty
don't
sure
touch
it's
the pee part.
I'm not touching any part of it. It
But
went in the
no,
bathroom and you
imagine-
squatted over
but
it. No,
listen,
ma'am.
Just imagine you're on vacation and you do that.
And I'm
And
not
now
playing
you
that
find
game.
out you're pregnant and it's like that ruins the whole trip.
I'm not playing that game.
No,
Especially
that's
most
too
of the
much.
time,
Now
it's
that
not
to me
like-
is weird. I
Most of the
wouldn't do
times
that.
it's not like older, like it's like young people that do not want to be pregnant.
I don't have friends that close that I want to, no, I don't want to do that.
But past the pee stick part,
Oh my goodness.
past that,
Who raised her?
past that, that would give me anxiety. Because what if I'm the one out on vacation? That's all
Well,
I'm
I'm
thinking about.
assuming if they're doing
act
that,
like
they
you don't
all
know.
want to be pregnant.
No, that's not how it is. No.
This
I
is
like-
just random.
It's
let's
just a
take
random-
test and see if
yeah.
somebody's
Yes.
pregnant. Now
Yes.
that's bad crap crazy. No, ma'am.
Because why would you want to do that in the privacy of your own
No,
home?
because
so you can
what
be sad
if
alone?
what if somebody is then pregnant and their significant other's not prepared? No, that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's
'Cause,
gonna ruin somebody's
maybe Some of the
vacation.
friends are married. Some of the friends are not married. Some of the friends
No,
are single.
who came up with that?
I don't know.
I've been seeing it all over TikTok.
That's
I
of
sent
the
it to you other
devil.
day. Anyway, before she
I know that happened to somebody.
yeah, no,
Somebody better not have the same last name as me.
no,
I had to think about that.
Well, technically, you have both of our last names.
And that's what I mean. It better not be anybody that has the same last name as me. Either one of y'all.
No,
Okay.
I'm not with Charles.
Just checking. We was gonna have to cut for a minute.
No, because I would announce my pregnancy on the podcast.
We were just about to have to cut.
We've been talking for way too long. We need to see this last topic. Asking Gemini. What's a career path that is a deal breaker for dating? Like, what can he not do?
At my age, he can do anything. He could be a BMW, a black man working. I don't care what he does.
That's a new one.
He could be at this age. Now, when I was younger, I would not have wanted anybody in the military because I would not have wanted the possible separation. I would not have wanted somebody in law enforcement or a fireman. Even though I love a man in a uniform. I love a man, and I love a soldier, y'all. I love a soldier. But when I was younger, I did not want any of that because I would not have wanted to lose a husband at a young age. At this age right here, black man working, BMW. I don't care
For
what
me,
he does.
I told my man he cannot be a police officer. He cannot go into the military, even though he considered that at one point. I was like, and I'm glad you didn't, because we would have never met. It's just something about like you could die that's giving me anxiety. It's giving me and then I feel like a lot of military men are a little
Well, at this point, anybody that I would date that was in any of those,
I feel like they're a little
he's probably
controlling.
going to be retired or soon to retire. So
Yeah.
I don't have,
And they're used
I don't
to,
have
like,
any
structure.
stipulations. What he can't be is unemployed or broke.
I'm crying.
Other than that, I'm good.
I feel like police, military. I said no to plumbing. I don't want you with poop and stuff. No.
Oh my God.
That's
very specific.
What about the
no
people
no
that-
out of state truck driving.
Oh no. Oh, add that to my list. I can't have anybody that has to
Local
travel.
is fine.
No
out
comment.
of state, no.
I cannot have anybody that has to travel a lot because what you doing?
anything that requires
no,
you
he
to
can have a whole
travel
nother
a whole
family.
lot,
No, he can't do that.
From
I retract my
experience.
original statement. He cannot
Wait,
have
from
a when he
experience,
travel.
what?
From experience, the truck. I get what you're saying, but I don't see how they be having time, to be honest. Cause like
they
they're
don't.
constant.
Stuff.
No, cause like I know, like they drive trucks and they're constantly doing.
And they
like,
got a
pickups,
family in several
loads.
different states.
No, I think
Like, they
family
really
is
don't
an
have
exaggeration.
time.
That's only certain people.
I'm telling you, like
that's
I don't
not
see how.
common.
Like he literally, like he told me he had to be here by a certain time here, and he got to go back. Like I don't
Yeah,
see
like
how they
there's
have
a
time.
that like there's it's structured, but
How
still,
do we know?
I
other than
I don't
what he
care.
said?
The other family thing is very.
Once he pulls out of the driveway, we
other
don't know
family
where he
thing-
went.
Like that.
I mean, I know how truck driving works, but the other family thing is very, very far fetched. I just don't want to be separated for that long.
Yeah.
I'm clingy, so
They
like,
come home like it depends. If they work for themselves, they get to come home whenever they want. They work for a company. They give you. I think you could come home like twice a week. Not twice.
Twice a
month,
week?
Twice a
No,
month.
ma'am.
Twice a month?
No, ma'am. Again,
No.
that's too much time. That's too much time. And
But
forget, he don't have to have a family. He could be meeting people along the way. No, ma'am.
no,
my God.
I don't even care about that. I don't want to spend that much time away from him. So no,
You're gonna see. I mean,
no.
You only
That's for,
you
like,
only
the
agree
first
to that
year, though.
relationship if you kind of just want somebody to just like pop in.
No,
and
I
out
feel
of
like
your
that's
life,
not like no.
but that's literally only for the first year. They're out of state, and
That's
after
too
that,
long.
they
That's
can
too
do
long.
local.
I don't want him to be broke, but I also
No,
don't
that's
want him to
too
be gone all the time.
I don't even like the 3 days I can't see him now. So no.
No.
That's because you're in that state.
Now who is gonna go see what that noise was in the middle of the night? Like who is gonna
Oh,
do
I
the
thought you
things?
meant like
Yeah.
Who is gonna do all the things? Who is going to wash the car and take the trash? Like like when I'm holding the house down, who gonna hold outside down? Like no, if he's gone that much and I got to do all the things for myself, then we just friends.
Oh,
Like no,
that. He got demoted very
yeah,
fast.
yeah, we just friends.
What's your no-nos?
I would add astronaut.
I'm at a young age. I don't know though. That might be sexy. I might like the fact that he's an astronaut.
He can blow up.
And there's only so much. He can only go on missions with
He can
other
blow
men. But like out in space, what are you doing?
Blow up.
That's true, but
I mean,
Like-
no, I wouldn't want because then he gonna be gone for further. And like those people, they're
They be
stuck
gonna
now.
do it.
No,
yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
gone.
That was crazy.
You know what he finna
Anyway,
be?
but the
Or-
likelihood of
or
that is,
anyone
is
that like
low.
A decimal.
like that works on ships or whatever. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
a
I was
lot of
gonna
people
bring
do
that
that
up
because it
too.
makes a lot of money, or like they're in the Navy. Or
Cruise
whatever.
ship
No.
workers, people that are gone for extended
No.
What
periods of
about
time.
construction worker?
That would scare me too.
I would be nervous, but if he knew what he was doing,
What
I
about
would. I
like
would
the people that work on the cranes?
No,
no, I would be
anything
too
that I'm
nervous.
gonna get a knock.
Yeah.
Sorry
Flight
to inform you,
attendant.
ma'am.
Yeah.
No,
Flight attendant? Pilot?
no.
I don't want him to. Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody to have to fly.
But if he got
and
like his
stuff.
pilot's license, that would be attractive.
I would still worry.
Promoter.
No,
Oh no, ma'am.
no,
No, ma'am. The club
No.
outfits, no, ma'am.
No.
We're not doing
I'm
that.
gonna end up in jail.
A
No.
DJ?
Still
No.
same thing.
Can I be there at every set?
You got a girl. You got a life. You don't want to be. You're not gonna want to be at every set. Like now.
He wouldn't want me to be a bottle girl. I don't want him to be a promoter.
What about a dancer?
What kind of dance?
Nothing.
If he's a dancer that has to travel, it's the same thing.
Yeah, like Broadway, stuff like that.
I would think he probably would be interested in somebody
I
besides
don't
me if he
think
was. I'm not sure. I mean, I hate the stereotype, but like it depends. Like if he not
A
hip hop
rapper.
dancing,
Well, but Hugh Jackman was on Broadway.
yeah,
What about a rapper?
No,
nah, too many groupies.
I shot that down too. No.
Too many groupies. Yeah,
We need a R rating after this
yeah.
show. Anyway, that's enough talk on that. Because now you got my man dying and getting hit on by other women. I'm irritated. Gemini James, would you like to go first?
Sure. Holiday season, travel season, they kind of go together. So, something that I recommend is in your suitcase, in your luggage, buy one of the little inexpensive sewing kits, put it in there, don't take it out. there's always, I shouldn't say always, a lot of times you'll be traveling, somebody loses a button, they need something sewn, that, you know, you need to measure something, whatever. Buy the little inexpensive sewing kit, put it in your luggage, leave it there. It will always be there when you need it. And a lot of them have safety pins and different things that you need when you travel. So get your little sewing kit, throw it in your luggage, travel with it.
And then for me, I don't like to fully unpack my bag. I always have like a little toiletry pouch or like, you know, a little makeup bag with all of like the necessities that I need in there, and I just leave it there because you never know when you're going to take a last minute trip or when you might accidentally forget to put something. But just remember, toothpaste needs to be swapped out, toothbrushes need to be swapped out, like you might need to refill some things, but just a little like Bath and Body Works travel toiletries, or like if you have a good expensive perfume that you like, just get a little travel version
size,
and put it in there. But we have talked way too long.
Y'all have laughed at me, poked fun at me.
Sorry.
And made me feel crazy, but that's okay.
Right.
But your time is coming.
The show is over now. Don't
Bide
forget to
your
like,
time.
comment, share, and subscribe.
Period.